Imagine a place on Earth where the sun has never shone, a place completely sealed off from the rest of the world. For 5.5 million years, this subterranean world remained in absolute isolation. The air inside is completely toxic to humans. It is filled with deadly gases that would suffocate you in minutes. Yet, against all laws of nature, something is living down there. Dozens of bizarre alien species thrive in the pitch black, completely hidden beneath the crust of our planet. When scientists finally breached this forbidden vault, they realized everything we knew about life on Earth was wrong. But how could an entire ecosystem survive without a single drop of sunlight? Welcome to Beyond Atlas. Explore what others never see. The year was 1986. The world was gripped by the tension of the Cold War. In a remote region of Romania, workers were testing terrain. They were looking for the perfect location for a massive new nuclear power plant. The ground looked ordinary, a flat, barren plain. But as the heavy machinery began to drill deep into the limestone bedrock, the earth suddenly gave way. The drill bit dropped into nothingness. At first, the engineers thought it was just a standard limestone cavern. Romania is full of caves after all. But when Christian Lascu offered to be lowered down into the dark, narrow shaft, he had no idea he was stepping into another dimension. The descent was terrifyingly narrow. Lascu had to squeeze through a vertical chimney of rock just wide enough for a human body. As he slid further down, the air began to change. It felt thick and carried a strange, pungent smell that reminded him of rotten eggs. His boots finally touched solid ground. He switched on his flashlight. What he saw was a labyrinth of dark tunnels coated in mysterious slime. It wasn't the rock formations that caught his attention. It was the air. His matches wouldn't light. His lighter refused to spark. Geologists immediately swarmed the site, named Movile Cave. They discovered this cavern had been sealed from the outside world for 5 million years. 5.5 million years ago, the world looked different. Mammoths didn't exist yet. The Earth was transitioning through massive geological shifts. As the eras passed, the surface went through catastrophic changes. Ice ages advanced and retreated. Mass extinctions wiped out countless species. But while the surface was reshaped, Movile Cave remained untouched. A layer of clay and limestone sealed it like a giant, impenetrable vault door. No water from the surface could leak inside. No air could mix. It was a perfect capsule of time from Earth's ancient history. If the cave had been cut off for millions of years, how could anything survive? All known ecosystems on Earth rely on the sun. Plants need sunlight. Herbivores eat plants. Carnivores eat herbivores. But inside Movile Cave, there is no sun. There is only absolute darkness. Entering Movile Cave today is strictly regulated. Only a handful of scientists are allowed inside each year. The danger is simply too high. To get to the heart of the cave, you must wear specialized gear and breathe through oxygen tanks. The atmosphere is a deadly cocktail. Oxygen levels are cut in half. The air is packed with carbon dioxide, methane, and toxic hydrogen sulfide. It would cause immediate death. Yet, as scientists crawled deeper into this toxic inferno, they noticed something incredible. The walls were covered in thick bacteria mats, and then they saw the movement. Tiny shapes were scurrying across the rocks. Creatures were swimming through the dark, sulfur-rich pools. They had discovered a thriving, crowded metropolis of life. Unique species of spiders, centipedes, scorpions, and leeches. These weren't normal insects. Because they lived in total darkness, evolution had taken a bizarre turn. They were completely blind. They also had no color. Their bodies were completely translucent or pale white. They had stopped producing pigment. To navigate, their other senses had super-evolved. They possessed incredibly long legs and massive antennae to detect vibrations. When news of these eyeless creatures leaked, wild rumors began to spread. Many believed they were mutations from the Chernobyl disaster, but science disproved the horror stories. Genetic testing revealed these creatures were ancient survivors, not recent mutants. But how did they eat? The secret lay in the white mats. This bacteria used a process called chemosynthesis. They consumed the toxic hydrogen sulfide and methane rising from the deep geothermal waters. They turned poison into energy. Tiny crustacean-like creatures ate the bacteria. Then, the blind spiders and scorpions ate those smaller creatures. A fully self-sustaining world. This discovery opened a new window into the search for alien life. Astrobiologists realized life doesn't need a sunny paradise to survive. Scientists are using data from Movile Cave to plan missions to Mars and the icy moons of Saturn and Jupiter. Deep beneath the frozen crust of Jupiter's moon, Europa, lies a vast, pitch-black ocean. Those alien waters could be teeming with life. The pale, blind creatures of Romania's hidden cave might be the closest blueprint we have to actual extraterrestrial life. Long before modern drills, locals felt a connection to the land. Shepherds spoke of parts of the earth that would breathe. On cold mornings, warm, sulfur-scented steam would rise from cracks. Folklore spoke of portals to a dark underworld. The legends were right. It was a different world where our rules of life simply do not apply. Movile Cave is a profound reminder of the power of life. Nature will always find a way to adapt and survive. Millions of years ago, a random geological shift trapped these creatures. They turned a death sentence into a thriving home. As we look up at the stars, Movile Cave reminds us that our own planet still holds profound secrets. Subscribe for more incredible stories.